Good day to you all. My name is Demi Zhang and I hail from Cleveland. So first off, I'd like to quickly thank the Princeton class of '66 and the prize committee, my family for all their support, and every beloved person who has helped me along the way, and all of my fellows here who have taught me so much and whose work will remain with me as I continue with my life. Now, without further ado, the matter of fact in this world is that judgment without understanding will rely on prejudice. And that judgment, in this world, we are born strangers. The everyman, by nature, sees no reason to respect something that he has nothing to do with. When one examines the root of racial conflict, one finds a little something called ignorance. This is what leads to persecution and needless scorn, to miscommunication and simple indifference. At a crude glance, indifference seems to be fine. But while indifference causes no apparent harm, it is the greatest barrier in understanding. What we seek is a world of understanding, and that is incomplete with just the coexistence of differences. Because with that, there are still these walls of unfamiliarity. But differences are not meant to separate us. They are meant to create a world in which every nuance in being has its own form of beauty to offer. Indifference avoids conflict, but also derails our chances of deeper comprehension. What we thus create is not unity and harmony and diversity, but unity in ignorance. Indifference is best contested by acquaintance. In order to counter the people's inherent unfamiliarity, I needed to get them thinking. On my quest of creating more openness, I began with the world of art and music. These are universal languages, means of communication that were strong yet inoffensive. They were the perfect approach for garnering acceptance for acceptance. And thus I began with partaking in art exhibitions with works of Chinese watercolor and proceeded to become a regular performing artist of Chinese music. When I say that exposure can foster our relations, I say so with proof. Scores of those touched by my outreach personally expressed a new level of respect for the Orient and its people. Many, too many perhaps, claim to have never seen or heard anything like my work. Shortly following these early ventures, I set up a Chinese culture club in my neighborhood. It was a humble gathering, but those that participated developed profound connections during their visits. Notably, all of the participants were of a very young age, a time when positive influences such as this can form a lifetime of openness. Through exposure, one comes to understand a whole new side of people they may have known all their lives. In one precious moment, a 100-year-old American listener held my hands and told me that she was glad to finally experience the beauty of the Orient in her life. A school teacher took the ownership of one of my paintings and put it on permanent display at his school in hopes that it would inspire his students to explore other art forms. The reason many people are not forthcoming with their national identity is a derivative of fear. They fear the indifference around them, convinced that it may transform into cynicism and satire. However, we are more inclined to accept and appreciate things if we comprehend them. My work has served but to foster these relations, to allow people to personally explore worlds other from their own. My work is not the solution to a problem. Rather, it serves to prevent the macabre manifestations of foreignness. Our judgment will not be so clouded by ignorance if we possess an understanding of these other cultures. To possess this sort of connection is enrichment and liberation for all parties. From there on, it is those who learn to accept who carry that sort of light to those around them. It is the people with the heart to understand who will be the future of this world. Our duty today is to instill this sort of heart into our fellows for the sake of a stable era to come. Thank you.